I want to share with you about the power and value of a good sense of humor. And we hear about people who have a sense of humor, and I think if you have a really good one, it has you. I grew up in a family, I'm the youngest of 5 kids, 18 years between the oldest and the youngest child. I learned very quickly that parents learn the oldest kids' names best. I was 9 years old before I realized my name was Jim and not Demet. My dad go, "Get out of there, Demet!" My father was a very tense man. My father was an engineer. Four of my siblings are engineers, and I am a humor consultant. You can kind of imagine our family gatherings. My dad, by his very presence in a room, caused tension. Have you ever met anyone like that? Who just by being in the room could suck the life out of it. My mother, on the other hand, my mother had the ability to look reality in the eye and deny it. Which that can be a gift. So I grew up in this great dichotomy. I grew up in this family where my mother had the ability to change people's minds by using her humor very effectively, very creatively.
The Union Pacific Foundation is proud to support public television.
Coming up on Central Valley Chronicles, less stress and more smiles. Find out how a Northern California man is making happy employees his business.
Well, it's said that laughter is the best medicine. It's certainly true for people, and now the evidence suggests it's also true for companies. Our Mike Sanford meets a Valley man whose business is showing us how to laugh away those workday worries.
Again, the man next to me took a bite of his sandwich, and he immediately turned to me and he said, "How's your sandwich?" We're only this far apart.
Started out doing a little bit of stand-up, and as I joke, the big clubs, Turlock, Modesto, Ripon.
Jim Pelley will admit his stand-up comedic career wasn't exactly on the fast track, but he was making a name for himself writing comedy for Saturday Night Live and appearing on a few TV shows. Still, his success seemed to take him farther away from his true dream, to teach others.
Jim Pelley, and I'm going to talk today a little bit about humor in the workplace.
That desire to teach and make people laugh led Jim to create Laughter Works seminars, where he teaches people to smarten up by lightening up.
And my mother was incredible. She had a gift. She could look reality in the eye and deny it.
For more than 17 years, Jim's left them laughing at big companies like Disney, Southwest Airlines, Intel, even the Red Cross and Department of Defense. Today, he's brought an hour-long workshop to Vision Service Plan in Rancho Cordova.
And I remember one night in the middle of my act, a guy stood up in the audience, completely drunk, and he said, "I don't think you're very funny." I said, "Dad?"
Oh, I thought he was great. Absolutely so funny, and he made wanting to have fun at work just something you really wanted to do.
And I love kind of the profound aspects, the things that humor can teach us if we just pull back and we get that perspective. You got to have a little fun. You got to play around a little bit. You got to take yourself lightly, because we change physiologically and psychologically when we laugh.
Numerous studies show that humor not only reduces job stress and helps solve problems, it increases creativity and productivity. Jim's workshops are equal parts message and mirth. His ideas are designed not only to work in the workplace, but back home. Like when the kids badger you about dinner.
"I don't know what's for dinner. You're cooking." "Isn't Mom all wacky?"
I had a good time. I had no idea what he was going to say.
Roger Valine is president and CEO of Vision Service Plan. Fortune magazine recently honored his company as one of the 20 best places to work in the U.S. But can Jim's ideas make a good company even better?
Everyone gets a Mazda Miata. We're number one. Everyone gets a new car. Is that okay?
I'm a very positive guy, an optimistic guy, but every once in a while, just the load gets a little heavy on my shoulders, too. And it helps me keep that perspective of a little laugh, probably keep me healthier.
I don't know if you've ever laughed so hard that you lost brake fluid. You know, it is that you make a difference and that you make people's lives breathe a little bit easier. I always say that a sense of humor is a bridge between a sane self and an insane world. And that's why we need to always be building bridges to get to the next destination.
Okay, thank you very much. Really, thank you.
Is he great or what? One of Jim's most unexpected clients, the Casket and Funeral Supply Association. Jim says that they had a special appreciation for the value of bringing a little appropriate humor into the workplace. Well, that's it for our show tonight. Be sure to join us next week for another edition of Central Valley Chronicles. Good night.